Hello everybody in the Dolly Cam, it's Rachel and we are here in the competition room. Last night they gave out the top awards and I am here with Shirley Ann Taylor. Hi Shirley.
Hi.
Good morning, thank you for being here with us.
Oh, I love it.
You should feel very proud because you received 2 top awards for your creations. We're standing in front of one right now. Can you tell us about this wonderful little boy right here?
He's a modern sculpt. It's a Belmo and his name is Christopher. And I did DDP eyes on him.
What is a DDPI?
Dimensional painted eyes.
Okay.
It's more than just, you don't have just a flat. It's a very detailed eye.
Can we move him so we can see his face a little bit?
Uh-huh.
So it's a dimensional painted eye. It takes several coats. How many versions, how many tries did you do of this doll before you uncorked the bottle?
I only did one try.
One try.
I only had one head, so I didn't have the mold, so I bought the greenware from someone, so I only have the one head.
And you received a top award and a best in category here at the Doll Artisan Guild convention. He is just darling. We just want to smooch him. I love him. And then show us your other doll that you received a top award from.
The other doll is the Googly, and the Googly's a favorite of a lot of people. She's just got personality. I think all Googlies are, cute.
She is so cute. You did such a good job. Now, do you own an antique version of this Googly?
I do not.
You do not? So how did you get it? How did you get it so good?
Well, we research it. We have sheets to, text sheets to go by and to paint from, and you just have to keep trying till you get the look that you want, and hopefully you'll get it.
Well, you did a wonderful job right there. So you love Googlies and
I love pink.
And you love pink. She's wonderful. So what is the difference between a professional and a non-professional?
Well, I'm a professional because years ago I won a Maggie, which was for a painted
Which is a top award in
modern.
the Doll Artisan Guild. Okay.
And once you win, a top award, you have to enter as a professional.
I see. Okay. We're learning a lot. This is all new to us because on Ruby Lane we focus mainly on antique and vintage. So this is a whole new world for us, but we are here because the people in the Doll Artisan Guild love the antique dolls, and you love them so much that you are creating them.
Yes, we do love the antiques. There's so many of them, and so many different, in the way they're all costume. Everybody has a different talent. I started my art world. I was an art painter. I painted, in canvas paintings. Mm-hmm. And I taught for years that. And then I wanted to do something different. I knew I wasn't afraid of painting, but I haven't been costuming long. That's new for me.
Right.
So that's really the challenge for me, mostly is the costuming and the painting. I always think you can always get better.
You can always improve your craft no matter where you are, and you guys are always doing that and sharing your passion with each other. One thing that I really love about the Doll Artisan Guild and the creators out here is that you're not just creating the mold, you're creating the clothing, you're creating every single part of the doll. The difference between sewing a dress and painting a face is 2 totally different things.
Yes, and when we start this doll, you have to realize it's poured with the porcelain. And then usually our instructor, I have an instructor that I go to weekly, or some of us have some molds that we pour ourselves. So we pour that mold, then we clean it and fire it, and we have to get it to the bisque stage before you can begin to paint.
Exactly.
So there's a lot involved.
There's a lot involved.
You really have to love what you do. It comes out in your doll if you love it.
Right.
You can see all these dolls are beautifully done, and you can see a person loves it,
Absolutely. So they are great dolls, and if you are just tuning in, we are here live at the Doll Artisan Guild convention, and we are looking at the top awards in doll making, and there are just some beautiful examples on this table. These artists make these dolls off of for their love of the antique originals, and there are also several categories, so it's not just antiques. There are original sculpts and all kinds of fun things right here. So right now you were looking at the best of the best, some of the top awards. This Widow is just fantastic. She is by Jill McGrady from California, but look at that. Just wonderful. And there's so much depth and just overall work and steps. How many steps goes into when you pour the bisque?
That's a lot. You have to pour the head, and Becca Heisel is my instructor. You know Becca?
Hi, Becca. Hi. Yes, Becca's
We go to
Becca's
Becca's.
fantastic.
We go to Becca's
Becca
weekly.
created this didn't you create this wonderful or no. Who created this hooray? Elizabeth Whalen, but Becca creates all kinds of wonderful things
Yes,
too. So
we go to Becca's and we do seminars.
yes.
Like we do with Sheryl Williams. You know, they travel, and we're lucky, fortunate to have our instructor that lives so near us.
Yes.
There are not a lot of shops, you know, for us to go to anymore. And so we're very fortunate to be able to go weekly to sit and do what we love.
Oh, that is
Play
so
dolls.
fortunate. Some people fly from around the world to be able to do this.
Oh, yeah.
It's so great. The costuming is just phenomenal on this, like the costuming on this one. This is, yes, this was entered by somebody from South Korea.
Yes. She's from Seoul.
Gosh, I wish I could just order these dresses by the box full. I mean, they're just phenomenal. So this is a top award in the antique category by Kim, and she is from Seoul, South Korea. And again, these,
Taking some dolls. You know, we all have our favorites.
yes,
This is
show
one
us
of
your
my
favorite.
favorites. This girl goes to class with me, and her name is Debbie Harry. Look at this
Debbie
doll.
Harry.
And she's
Now,
over here. Come see Debbie. Come see. Get her to come talk.
she is just glorious.
She's beautiful.
Now, is this a Steiner reproduction then?
Debbie.
It's an A Steiner.
An A. Steiner. Debbie, you were the artist. Good morning. Thank you for being here in the Dolly Cam. So we are looking at your gorgeous Steiner right here, and you created everything on here, from the bonnet to the clothing to the mold to everything. Now, do you have Steiners? What draws you to Steiners?
I used to like a C Steiner, and for whatever reason, I came across an A Steiner because I saw an antique with porcelain hands. I was able to put the porcelain lower arms on her, and as I made her, I fell in love with her. So now my favorite is the A Steiner, and I love lace. I used antique lace on the hat, on the bodice at the top, and on the back side, and I used another piece of antique lace at the bottom. I love antique lace, and
I love antique lace too. Just everything about her is just wonderful. So she's in the French children category. Now, was she the only doll that you entered in competition this year?
I entered 4.
Oh, can we see the others?
Okay, I won a top award on my costuming award. It's a baby doll, and I did a lot of embroidery on it.
Oh, yes. Here is your award right here.
And I got the top award for the costuming, Louise Hedrick Award. And she has a lot of handwork on her. She has embroidery, heirloom embroidery, and her slip has same thing underneath it. She has an underslip and a slip also. And her bonnet has antique lace, and I tried to match something that I saw in an antique picture on the back side. On the English lace, I put embroidery on it and made it like kind of a new fabric.
The workmanship here is just incredible. You deserved this award, best in category, top award. This is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Sheryl Williams was just beside herself when she saw all of the workmanship and everything that went into this. It's just exquisite. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I enjoy doing dolls.
Yes.
Other than my grandbabies, but also dolls.
Also dolls. So let's see the other ones
I
that you
have
entered.
another top award. She has a painted eye. I painted her eye. I took some seminars from Carla Snell's, and of course I have a teacher also that I go to every week, Rebecca Heisel. And the mold is by Diana Effner, and I got a rosette for best of category, and I also got a gold rosette because I had previously won a Maggie also.
So you are you are a professional. You have been doing this a long time. This doll is just wonderful. What was it like for you last night to be up there, winning those awards, getting those rosettes, being honored for all of your hard work? That had to have felt really good.
It felt really good. I was on top of the world, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes. Well, the world really enjoys seeing this, and it's just so wonderful to see. Now, let's see the last doll that you entered.
I just did underwear,
Yes, we love underwear.
and it's this one right here.
This is great. This was a new category on undergarments.
I love doing underwear. I just enjoy doing handwork and with the feather stitching, and most of the underwear I do by hand almost all the time.
Underwear is so important on an antique doll, and a lot of times when they have fabulous underwear, we will display them at antique doll shows in their underwear.
My opinion, when you do a doll and you put all your hard work into it, you put a lot of money into it and a lot of time and sewing. So a lot of people, they don't go as far as the underwear. I spend as much time on the underwear as I do on the dress on the outside, because I think that's the foundation of the doll. You start
yes.
from the bottom and go out.
I love that. Totally agree. Sometimes people skip the underwear and don't think it's so important, but it so is. I love this new category.
I do too.
Debbie, thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you.
so
Nice
fun to
talking to you.
yes,
Thank
it was
you.
so fun to see your creations.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yes. So we just spoke to Debbie, and she won. She put 4 dolls into competition, and we are so proud of her. She won 3 top awards. She's just fantastic. So we are here live in the doll competition and seeing some of the wonderful work that has been exhibited and displayed. Last night was the awards ceremony, so these people in the Doll Artisan Guild, they work on these creations for an entire year before bringing them here to compete. So they are really going for some top awards. Think of it as like the Olympics for doll making, and when they get these top awards, it is a really big deal. Here is Shirley Cruz, who got a top award in People's Choice for Modern. Again, these dolls are all entirely, completely handmade. The clothing is handmade. Everything is made by the artist. So it is fantastic. Linda Alexander, she won a top award in the theme category, which is Follow the Yellow Brick Road. This is a top award right here. We just love this. This was a top award for the clothing, original clothing. And here's a top award for the undergarments, and this artist her name is Sigrid, and she is from Norway. She handmade all of everything that you see, all of that stitching, all of that.
I keep saying I'm trying to get out of this, I don't have any room.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Of course. You should.
Now I just love this. This is a top award by Barney Arnold, and she's a madam. So look how fun this is. So she's got her gun in case she needs to chase anybody out. She's got her money purse right there. She's got her gambling cards. This whole little thing is just so much fun. There's a lot of interaction, and then the doll herself is so cool. Just beautifully done.
I mean, the hospital. Those are my feet, how swollen they were. Oh, there's the roof.
Again, we are looking at some more top awards. What I love, again, about the Doll Artisan Guild is they have wonderful ribbons. Look at how fun these ribbons are. They're just huge and fantastic. This is a Simon & Halbig recreation 150, and this is a top award from an artist from Norway. And this doll right here won the Sheryl Williams Award, and she is just fantastic. This is the artist's name is Carol, and she is from Wisconsin. But again, this is another top award. Just incredible. One of the things that they get to do here is also vote for, the participants get to vote for their top choice. So wonderful. This is a top award from an artist from Japan. And of course the artist, she did, I mean, look at that painting. It is really, really, really superb. The clothing, superb. This is art. This is amazing, amazing art. Now, Eva Clark, she won an award for this doll right here, which is just so beautiful. This is just such a wonderful creation right here, just so excellent. Hey, Sheryl. You're in the title. Sheryl, can you tell us, I was just trying to rack my brain with which character this doll represents right here from history.
I'm trying to remember her first name. I think it's Marie, and she was a character from the West, a very tough lady, you can see, who was a stagecoach, did stagecoach and mail delivery.
Yes.
So she is obviously very worn, and she has cowboy kinds of clothes on because she was a very well-known lady in the West.
There's so much about this doll that I love.
Me too.
Yes.
I was just entranced when I saw her because she just looks the part.
She looks the part. You just wouldn't want to mess with her, except you also want to be her best friend.
Exactly. And she won one of our top awards, so she's appreciated by everyone.
Just lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, Sheryl, why did you award the Sheryl Williams Award for this fantastic doll?
Well, I think the doll is exquisitely painted.
Yes.
But the costume just fits that china head so beautifully. I mean, it's the right period. The workmanship is fabulous. I love the pale yellow with her white bisque. I thought it was really stunning. And then she accented, I first thought it was black, but it's actually brown. And it just fits. I mean, the dress fits beautifully, but it fits the period. It fits what I would love if I were buying one. This would be a wonderful doll.
Yes.
If I saw an antique like this, I mean, obviously a little bit more worn than this, but it would be beautiful because it's just right.
Right.
Absolutely right.
The wonder, it's just so incredible with the Doll Artisan Guild artists is because painting is one thing, pouring is one thing, sewing is one thing, but they're doing all of those one things.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
It is incredible. And as a doll artist, I've always said, because I'm a doll artist myself, I said I can never be bored, because if I don't want to pour, I can paint. If I don't want to paint or pour, I can go sew, or I can do research. It's never a boring day in my life. So.
Never a boring day. No. I love it. So we've been looking at some of these wonderful top awards. We saw the madam and her gun and her money purse.
Isn't this a riot?
It's a riot.
I just think this was so clever with her,
so much
her
fun.
Money and of course protecting herself in the drawer with her gun. And all of her undies in here. I hope you got
yes.
that.
Look at all you always need extras.
Yes.
Look at that.
Right.
It's so much fun.
It is.
Sheryl, what was it like for you to be here last night and giving out all those awards to everybody?
A thrill. It's, as an instructor myself, to see people that I know and have worked so hard for this.
Right.
And then it's just a thrill when,
You must feel so proud.
I
am just
am
so proud
so
because
proud.
You've seen these people start in the very beginning and work up the ladder.
And work their way up and, to really being top-notch doll artists. It's just a thrill.
It is a thrill. Yes, it is. It makes you tear up just to see. Yes. Now this wonderful Leprechaun, he won a top award for his costume.
Because he was entered in the costuming category, and the reason you could automatically know that is because he's not painted. Because the requirement on costuming is that they submit the dolls on white porcelain.
Okay.
Without any distractions, because I found when we first did this category, we didn't have the requirement of having to be a blank head, and it's hard to be away from the face and concentrating on only the costume. Where this way, there's no choice. I mean, you have a white head.
Right. Okay.
Like this one's a character doll. Then it has to be costumed to fit the character himself, and I think this was just phenomenal, and the color is just stunning, absolutely stunning. But so is the work. So
it is. Just wonderful. I was wondering why these dolls were blank, so
Yes,
that provides a lot of
these
insight into
three
their.
were our 3 costuming categories. So we had a new one this year that was costuming underwear. Because
Yes.
a lot of times you don't appreciate what's underneath the costume, and this lady did a superb job. It's one of the Norwegian ladies, and if you look at closely at the handwork, it is perfection, absolute perfection.
It is just glorious. I love this category. Is that a category that you're going to continue?
I think we may, because
Yes.
it was well supported this year, and it, you know, and like especially the Europeans do such, and the Australians, exquisite handwork on their underwear, and that way you really appreciate it because you're not distracted with the costume. You're really looking at that work underneath. So
Yes.
I do hope we continue that. I think it'll be lots of fun.
I hope so too, because sometimes in the antique doll world, the undergarments are they just get cast aside, or sometimes they're not as appreciated, and then sometimes they're fantastic, and then it's like take that dress off and
Right,
display
we
it.
just want to put her in her
Yeah,
underwear.
show her in the underwear.
Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
So if you guys are just tuning in, we are here live with Sheryl Williams here in the doll competition here at the Doll Artisan Guild convention. So these dolls over here, Sheryl, these are past.
These are our instructors showcase over here, and each of the, well, not all the instructors, but most of the instructors that came to convention brought an example of their work. And these are dolls that hopefully they would like to book a seminar with. So this gives the students a chance to see what they might be teaching next year or in the future, and they can say, yes, I love that, I'm going to sign up for that. So, and it's nice to be able to see everyone's work, because I don't often get to see the other instructors' work, so it's really fun for me to come and see what other people are doing.
Yes, I'm sure it's a treat for you to see everything that other people are doing, and you can draw a lot of inspiration from
Absolutely.
the work of others
Yes.
and all of that. So your doll is, I believe, in the sales room, correct?
Well, she's in the sales room, but the skater is also mine. The skating.
Oh my goodness!
This is the skater, the smiling.
Oh my
Bruise
gosh, she's
skater.
glorious.
So that
Now, do you own a smiling brew that's similar that you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And this is one that I actually researched on Ruby Lane, because I found this costume on Ruby Lane on another brew. And
Perfect.
I thought that was something that really inspired me to get to work on this.
Oh, she is just absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So many of the doll artists out here have commented that they've drawn a lot of inspiration from our videos, which we're just so happy about.
Absolutely. And Rachel's program last night was just great.
Thank you.
Absolutely super.
Thank you.
People loved it. I mean, it was so much fun to see those videos again. So
Yes,
yeah,
especially
it
the
was
one you
great.
started. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Sheryl. So we are here live at the DAG convention in the sales room. We are looking, in the competition rather, we are looking at some of the work from the instructors. So this is neat. Oh wow, Tony, he really,
That's a nice BJD.
oh my gosh, she's amazing. Yes.
She is an amazing BJD. Yes.
The costuming in its own is its own craft, and that's just
Yes,
something
and
that
that's something that we really, some of the instructors are really specialists in. So, this is a great way to showcase what kind of work they can do and what you would expect to get in a seminar if you went to teach, to take from this instructor, that's the kind of work she would do, and you would spend a lot of your time working on the costuming and making it as close to the antique costumes as we possibly could get. So,
Right.
yeah.
So Sheryl, there's a lot of people watching that have never seen this world, that are wondering how to get involved, wondering how they can start. What would be a good way for somebody to get involved and to start if they've never...
If they've never experienced
Yes.
this, well, we have a wonderful website that will explain what the Doll Artisan Guild is, that we are a collection of doll makers of the heart, because we all love what we do. And then it will explain, it has a list of the seminars that are going on, including ones all over the world, and a list of our instructors, and information about what porcelain doll making is. We have a an education program that starts you at the bottom and teaches you all the steps all the way to the top. And
I love it.
including our specialty seminars. So that's the best way, is go to Doll Artisan Guild or Dolls Beautiful, because we also have a great magazine.
The Doll Artisan Guild or Dolls Beautiful, and you guys can subscribe and get all of the information, and they are happy to get you started and get involved. It's important to stress that you do not need to be on this level.
No, that's not where we started.
Yeah, that's not where you start, but
That's not
sometimes
where we
people see
started.
that and think, oh, I'm not
I'll
even
never
going
be
to
able
try.
do
Yes.
that. But
Right.
we have excellent instructors, and they will get you through to get to this level, hopefully.
Right.
I mean, it takes a lot of work and a lot of years of work, but
You're in good company.
yes.
Yes.
So, yes.
Well, Sheryl, thank you. That was wonderful. We hope you guys enjoyed this peek into competition. We're going to come back and chat a little bit later with some of the other sections, but we got to go to another program. So thank you so much, Sheryl.
Thank you, Rachel.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.